You matched, you talked, it felt real, then they disappeared. Sound familiar? Because for millions of people, this is modern love. We're more connected than ever before, but also more lonely, more confused, and more emotionally burnt out. Dating apps promised us convenience, options, even soulmates. But what if the thing designed to help us find love is actually making it harder to love at all? Hi, and welcome to Mindful World Entertainment. This is where we dig deep into how culture, tech, and psychology shape the way we love. If you're someone who's tired of surface-level dating, if you've ever felt burned out, ghosted, or just confused by modern relationships, you're not alone. In this video, we're asking the real questions. Are dating apps helping us build real relationships? Or are they just feeding us the illusion of connection? And what's the real cost of swiping for love in a world designed for instant gratification? If this resonates with you, even a little, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Not because it helps the algorithm, even though it does, but because we're building a community here. A place for people who want something real in a world that often feels fake. All right, let's talk about the truth behind dating apps and what it means to find love in the age of illusion. They say love is just a swipe away, but if that were true, why does modern dating feel so empty? Millions of people log into dating apps every single day, hoping to find something real, a connection, a spark, a partner. Instead, they find silence, confusion, ghosting, an endless scroll of pretty faces and half-hearted conversations. We were promised connection, but what we got feels more like a game. Are dating apps helping us find love? Or are they rewiring how we think about love itself? This is the truth about American dating apps and what's really happening beneath the swipes. There was a time when dating meant courage. Approaching someone, making eye contact, risking rejection. It was raw, it was awkward, it was human. But in 2012, Tinder changed everything. With one flick of the thumb, flirting became frictionless. Suddenly, your next crush wasn't across the room. They were across the screen. And just like that, dating became efficient, at least on the surface. Apps like Bumble, Hinge, and Grindr followed, each promising a better way to meet the one. But what started as empowerment quickly turned into exhaustion. Because swiping feels fun at first, but over time it becomes mechanical. You're not looking for love anymore, you're just playing the slot machine. We're told that more options mean more freedom. But what if too much choice actually keeps us from choosing at all? Dating apps present you with hundreds, even thousands of potential matches. You start comparing people like menu items. Too short, too intense, not enough photos, weird bio. We develop a shopping mindset, always wondering, is there someone better if I keep swiping? This creates a psychological trap called the paradox of choice. You feel like you have control, but really, you're drowning in decisions. And the worst part? When you finally go on a date, you're already mentally comparing them to people you haven't even met. How do you build something real when you're addicted to the idea of someone better? Here's the truth most people don't know. You're not choosing your matches. The algorithm is choosing them for you. Dating apps track everything: who you swipe on, how long you pause, what kind of people reject you, what time you're most active. They build a profile of you, not just what you want, but what keeps you hooked. These apps are designed to be addictive, not because they want you to find love, but because they want you to keep coming back. Ever wonder why your best-looking match barely responds? Or why you keep getting paired with people who don't feel compatible? It's not a glitch, it's by design. Because the longer you chase, the more money they make. You're not looking for a relationship. You're being kept in one, with the app itself. Let's be honest, many people use dating apps for one thing: quick, no-strings-attached hookups. And that's fine, if both people are on the same page. But what happens when one person is looking for love and the other is looking for a body? You get confusion, mixed signals, ghosting, Apps make it easy to say just enough to spark attraction, then vanish when things get too real. We're learning to crave the chase more than the connection, to flirt without feeling, to touch without trust. We tell ourselves, it's just casual, but deep down, a part of us wants more, something safe, something lasting, something real. And you won't find that in a text that says, WYD at 2 a.m. No one talks enough about the emotional roller coaster, the constant high of matching, followed by the silence, the waiting, the disappointment. You start wondering, is it me? Am I not good enough? This cycle is emotionally exhausting, and for some, even damaging. Research shows a link between dating app use and mental health issues, like anxiety, depression, and low self-worth. Because when you're treated like you're disposable, you start to believe it. And yet, most users don't leave. They delete the app, then re-download it a week later. We're not just dating other people anymore. We're dating the platform itself. And it's a toxic relationship. But here's the thing. Dating apps aren't the villain. They're just tools. Some people do find real love on them. Not because they got lucky, but because they use them differently. They were clear about what they wanted. They didn't treat dating like a numbers game. They focused on quality over quantity. They knew when to take breaks. And they didn't measure their worth by matches or messages. So here we are. And maybe you're still asking the question, is real love even possible anymore? With all the swiping, ghosting, mixed signals, and games, it's no wonder so many people feel numb or just exhausted. We were promised more connection. What we got was more confusion. But maybe love hasn't disappeared. Maybe we've just forgotten how to recognize it. Because real love doesn't come with a notification. It doesn't start with a perfect profile. It starts when we stop performing and start showing up. Showing up for the awkward silences, the vulnerability, the parts of ourselves we don't usually post online. Dating apps made it easy to meet people, but harder to feel seen. And the truth is, no app can do the hard part for you. They can't teach you to trust again, to set boundaries, to be honest about what you really want, even when it's scary. But that's the good news too. Because if love is something we build, then we're not powerless. We can unlearn the swipe addiction. We can stop treating people like content, and we can choose depth over drama, presence over performance, connection over convenience. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it, because you deserve more than attention. You deserve understanding, respect, and someone who sees the full picture, not just your highlights. Here at Mindful World Entertainment, we're creating a space for conversations that go deeper about love, dating, culture, and what it really means to be human in the digital age. So if this video resonated with you, please take a second to like it, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Tell us, have dating apps helped you, hurt you, made you feel hopeful, or just more confused? Your story matters. Your voice is part of this. This isn't just a channel. It's a community for people who are ready for something real. Thanks for spending this time with us. And remember, you're not too late. You're not too much. You're not alone. We'll see you in the next one.